Okay. Let's try this one more time. Just an update for the last week, how things have gone. Pretty amazingly bad. It was a total crap fest. The first, but Monday and Tuesday wasn't bad. Wednesday was bad. Wednesday was really bad. So I get up early Wednesday, drive to Bismarck, which is an hour and a half. I get my injection for my tailbone, which I'm having done about every 3 months. It hurt. It hurt a lot. I'm trying to figure this camera out still. Okay. But yeah, it was really painful. And now I had the shot. Now I feel bloated. I feel crappy. That was just the first part of that day, though. Come home, go to work, get called home. Elizabeth got hurt. I don't know the full story. Somehow she got bit by Mocha, but I don't think it was an intentional bite. So please spare me the comments about that. She had to get 3 stitches in her lip, which really sucked. Went back to work after that. Was in a meeting for 3 hours. I'm not exaggerating. I decided the only way to save the day was to go to Walmart, which I'm sure you can sense the... Yeah. So obviously that's not true. Went to Walmart, and upon pulling in the parking lot, some jacked up Nimrod decides to go down the wrong way, and he didn't hit me, but he refused to move, even though he's clearly in the wrong, and proceeded to flip me off and call me a bunch of really bad words. So that was a great day. Well, yeah. And then I hit a bird on the way home. And it wasn't like a pheasant or anything. It was like a cute little bird. And I tried to not hit it, and I hit it anyways. So that really sucked. So all of this has nothing to do with my weight, which is another story. So part of me wants to say I've done horrible. Part of me wants to say I've done great. I definitely have continued to reduce the amount of pop I'm drinking. I've definitely cut back on some of the foods that aren't so good. I'm really focusing on not eating out as much, which is really difficult. So I'm counting this is kind of an almost victory week. I've got to get out of the mindset where I have to hit certain expectations every week for now. I think I'm just going to focus on doing the best I can and look for the positive things. There's a ton of negative stuff I can look back at this week and just, weight related, not Wednesday, but trying to focus on the positive things. So, I'm going to tell you a joke. It'll make me feel better. All right. So there's this guy, and he goes to it's like a samurai competition, and he goes and he sees these 3 samurai guys who won first, second, third place in the sword contest. So he goes up to the 3rd place winner. He's like, "Hey, what did you do to win 3rd place?" And the samurai guy goes, "You see that fly over there? Watch." Takes his sword and whoosh, cuts the fly right in half, and the fly falls to the ground. The guy's like, "Wow, okay, that's pretty impressive." So he goes to the 2nd samurai who won 2nd place, and he's like, "How did you win 2nd place?" The samurai says, "You see the fly over there? Watch." Whoosh, whoosh. Cuts it into 4 pieces, and the 2 top pieces kind of float to the ground, still flapping its wings. And the guy's like, "Holy crap, that's insane. I can't even imagine what the 1st place guy did." So he goes up to the 1st place guy and he goes, "What did you do to win 1st place? Because I saw what they did, and I don't know how you're going to beat it." And the guy goes, "You see the fly on the wall? You watch this." He goes, whoosh. And the guy goes, "You didn't even cut the fly in half." And he goes, "No, but fly can no longer have children." Yeah, I know. It's a really bad joke. Anyways, moving on. So, get a less fat angle. There we go. Good things that are going to happen. I'm going to tell you. So I'm really nervous, and you know, my biggest problem is not food, it's my mental state. I'm mentally pretty stable. I don't go kill people out of anger yet, but my issue is I worry too much about everything. So, and I convince myself in my head that things are way worse than they are. I know my weight's bad. There's no delusional thoughts of that. I know that's bad. What I struggle with, and what kind of makes me not focus on that so much, which is bad, I need to focus on it more, is I worry about money so much it's ridiculous. And it's a lifelong thing. It doesn't matter if I have $10,000 or $10 billion. I probably will always worry about money. And I hate it. It drives me insane. So I'm trying to wrap my head around the whole money thing and just life in general. I gotta worry less. I need to take things and realize that I don't have control over everything, but I sure try to control everything. So the good things that are happening, next weekend, we are moving. It's not far, but it is a much bigger place, thank goodness. That'll be nice. Crystal has officially done some massages in her new place. It's not going not as much business as I'd hope, but it takes time to build it, so we're just going to keep struggling along with that. Haven't been able to fly my drone. That kind of frustrates me. The wind has been blowing nonstop, so I think this week, that's the reason this is good, is I think this week there's going to be a couple of days where I might get to fly my drone, so that'll make me happy. I'm getting ready to do a couple videos for the biggest Get Healthy collaboration on YouTube, which is awesome. I'll be introducing a new member to that group, even though I've seen him a lot outside of the group, so most of you probably know him or will recognize him once you see him in my video. Those are coming out here in a couple weeks. So accountability, I don't know, I keep telling myself that I think YouTube is right for me, for my accountability. And I want to do other things on here, but I don't want to get... I felt bad when I walked away from my daily vlogs. And it's kind of hard. I want to get back to that, but I'm afraid I'll walk away from it again and disappoint a bunch of people, but I don't really know what that had to do with anything. So, yeah, I have no idea. As if the shit fest of my life wasn't enough lately. So, some of you might remember a while back I fried my computer, and I don't mean it stopped working. I mean I literally fried it, like there was smoke and crap coming off the motherboard. So today, I went to use my laptop and the keypad had popped up. And I was like, why would a keypad pop up? Not for any good reasons. So I took it apart, and here's the battery. And you see the battery is bulging on the top? That's a bad thing. That's really bad. So that's what was happening, was the touchpad sits on top of this, on top of the keyboard. And if this bulges up, it pushes that up, and then you can't press the clicks, so you can't left and right click on your touchpad, which really sucks. So had to order a new battery, and these aren't the batteries, you know, that you just pop out. These are the ones that you have to take the whole thing apart. So took it apart. I can still use the laptop because I can plug it in and use it. I don't know if people know that or not. Most laptops you can still use if there's no battery in it, as long as you have it plugged in. Works the same way as a computer. But now I can't unplug it, which sucks because now I'm confined to my desk. What other great news can I tell you? Obviously haven't been working out, at least not on the treadmill. Going to as soon as we get it in the other place, hopefully next week. I have been active a lot though with getting Crystal's shop open and walking the dog. I guess. Yeah. The one thing I'll say though is the last few weeks I've really been fighting like depression and just that whole anxiety thing. I would say that I've handled it much better this go around. I'm still kind of in the process of getting out of that, or kind of in the middle of where it usually is. So I did handle it better this time. I'm not sure why. It just didn't hit me as bad, but I handled it pretty well. So, oh man, I wish I had more good news, guys. I really do. I didn't win the Powerball. That really sucks. I mean, really thought I had it this time. Oh well. Alright, well, I'm gonna go... Oh! Wait a minute. Okay. I'm really not good at this. So, I'm gonna look at the screen. So, it's hard to get used to that still, but... Just say it a few more times. Okay. I did have pizza this week, but it wasn't Friday night, it was Thursday night. And I had probably less than half of what I normally would. And I didn't have any on Friday the next day, but I did have a piece today for lunch. Maybe it was breakfast. I don't know. But then luckily my kids ate the rest, so it's not there. I can't eat it. It's good. I'm just throwing a bunch of negative crap out here, but shut up. So, kind of a boring update. Nothing really going on. Things settle down. I am going to get back into vlogging more. And, yeah, I kind of thrashed Lance Stewart about his fake BS, but if you watch the rest of his stuff, I mean, he's entertaining, so I can't complain too much. I mean, I would like to be able to do that, to have that big of a following. I think that'd be fun, but I'm just not as interesting as Lance Stewart. I will say this though, there is one trick that I know for a fact to work, and this is going to be the last thing I say on here for today. If you want to be successful at YouTube, and I mean really successful, there is one trick that you have to know. That is, have a really hot girlfriend and have her show her boobs a lot. That's it. That's all you got to do. Fortunately for me, my wife won't show her boobs. I wouldn't let her do that anyways. I wouldn't want her to do that. Not really. And there's a lot more to YouTube, but I mean, it's kind of funny. Alright guys, that's it for today. If you like my channel, please subscribe. If you like this video, give it a like, comment below. And like always, if you need help, you just gotta ask. You like my new hairdo? I call it, didn't give a shit this morning.